Hey, crew, how are you? So my family and I went down to the Redwood Forest and had a little family vacay, and it was amazing. Seeing the actual size of those redwood trees is game-changing. I thought I'd seen big trees before. They made them look like babies. It was just so big. There could have been trees that 20 of us could have held our hands around, and had big, long, gangly arms. So it took about, from where we lived, 8 hours to drive down with a few. So we got to drive through a tree, do all that stuff. The winding roads down there on Highway 1 was just beautiful, seeing all the fantastic rivers, the colours, the trees, the scene, the beaches. We got to see elk cruise across, and that was really, really fun. Now, the two things I was hoping for. I really wanted to see a bear. I want to see one in the wild. It'd be really fun. Not too close, I want to be a bit far, but I want to say I've seen one. But also, I really wanted to be the one to find Sasquatch, Bigfoot. I wanted to be the Harry and the Hendersons movie. But you know what? I didn't. So I thought, I'm creative. Why don't I just make my own? Now, I don't believe in Bigfoots. I really wish I did. I really wish there was like the Loch Ness Monster and all this stuff. But I do know that the last large mammal that was ever found was in 1901. So for them to be hidden for so long, oh God, with all the technology that we have now, I don't know if it's possible. Please prove me wrong, Bigfoots. Please. Let me tell you one little story. Okay. Back many years ago when I lived in Western Australia, and I might have been 17, 16 probably, me and my friends crammed into a Subaru. We are shoulder to shoulder, surfboards on the roof, wetsuits in the back, magazines, both adult and surfing, and comic books, whatever we could, food, snacks, all crammed in there. We are heading down to many surf spots. We're hitting up anyone we can. We are going down a dirt track, bumping, and out pops from the bush this massive black cat. And all of our faces, like from us just chattering silence. And we're just watching this thing. And all of a sudden, boom, it dives back in, not to be seen. My friend slams on the brakes, we all sort of shake back, and we went, did you just see that? Did you just see that? What the heck was that? Now, we'd all seen wild cats before, or feral cats, and they're like a bit bigger, and this was huge. So we go into town, and we're making jokes about it, everything. Like, we'd see a black dog, and we'd be like, oh, there it is. This thing was definitely not a dog. We would tell this story to all of our friends and stuff, and they'd be like, whatever, bullshit, But we did find an article in the newspaper about people spotting this black cat. And rumour has it that people in the Navy would come from other countries buying pets, and they would get too big when they were in the Navy and they couldn't hide them anymore. They would let them go in Australia, and they would drive down. This is many years ago. I'm 43 now. That was probably when I was 16, and probably before that. So this cat, we found out, we finally have some proof that we had it, and that's my closest encounter to anything that is like an urban legend or mythical creature. So I don't know if that sways you or left or right on being in Camp Sasquatch or not. I'm still not a believer, but that's more probable with the massive cat in Australia. I'd like to think there's still a ton of mysteries out there in the world, but Sasquatches, I don't know. Big black cats though, maybe. If you like the illustration, if you love the story, give us a like, subscribe. Catch you next time. Peace.